That's one way to open the stream. It's at least one way to open the stream. What's good, Naruto? We're a little bit early today. Why not? But we are early because I wanted to make sure that we had people on here by the time that FOMC actually hits and, you know, all that. So I'm not going to expect anything for the next 9 minutes, but I do want to outline a few things and then we'll go from there. So we'll watch this together. I am logged into a paper trading account. So if we decide to press any buttons, it'll be on a paper. So, you know, not financial advice or anything like that. And I've got the music through the speakers today, but I have it to where you can't hear it. So, what's good, Connie? Oh, appreciate that, Naruto. I have a lot of hats. I used to wear them a lot in high school. I was actually the first one with the Yankee fitted hat. And then after like a week, everybody had one. So I had to stop wearing it. Matter of fact, the school actually came out with a new rule. This was 2010 or 11. And since they were fucking racist now that I think about it, but they were like, oh, you can't wear hats because it's like gang affiliated. So, you know me, I'm always going to find a fucking workaround. So what we ended up doing was taking the snapback and we would attach it to our belt loop. So we'd rock our hat on our belt loop, which in hindsight, I think was a little stupid, but our fucking school was racist. So you can't wear hats because that's gang affiliated. White schools, man. It's fucking suburban schools, man. Let me tell you. It was ridiculous. But yeah, man. You know, it's probably why I'm bald now, man. Being white, playing video games my whole life, wearing hats and headsets my whole life. Fucking hair is gone. It's gone. What's good, Tiago? What's good, D1? How's your Wednesday been so far? It's been fucking awesome. Because of British pound, which hopefully you've already seen on my... Oh, and we're actually still climbing a little bit too. But, you know, yesterday I had mentioned the equal highs for British pound at, I think it was 125.12. Something like that. There it is, 125.12. So we hit that during London beautifully. So that was at least a 50 pip rally there. Retracement, and now we continued. Now we're at the 60s, the 25.55s. So I ended up waking up. Oh, look at that. I tweeted at 4:20. Where's Willow? Is Willow on here today? I accidentally tweeted at 4:20 a.m. Fun fact, I actually woke up in the middle of the night to go piss, actually. And I checked the chart and the 25.12 level had hit. So I tweeted. So, you know, I'm getting old, man. Like I told you guys, I'm getting old. Waking up in the middle of the night to go pee, you know? It's like, damn. Am I 29 or am I fucking 89, you know? What's going on here? Help me. Help me, please. Lewis is here with that green name now. What's good, Lewis? What's good? GU missed entry by 1 pip. I'm in an oil buy. You know, one thing I can say about British pound is it's volatile, more so than euro. So you got to account for that. If anything, right now we have been. Let me take these off actually, because that, I mean, they're cool to show, but they clutter up the chart big time because you can't resize it, which I think is retarded. Unless I'm retarded and can't figure out how to resize it. But the 1 hour imbalance here below the 125 quarter level, beautiful. We respected that this morning and we've traded higher since then. So, you know, what do we do from here? I have no fucking idea with FOMC. I expect whipsaw, and it's hard to say which way first. Who knows? But I do have an alert on Euro GBP, just so you know. Let me see, 87.83. 87.83. What's good, Willow? I think you hopped on a little bit late. Did you see what time I tweeted last night? Shit, can we go back? Look at that. Look at that smiley face. Look at that time, Willow. 4:20 a.m. And that was on accident too. That was completely on accident, but this is how much, you know, in alignment we are. You know what I'm saying? Alignment. So hopefully you can appreciate that. But 87.83 is equal lows for the Euro GBP cross pair. So I'm expecting that to get hit. I mean, that's only 12, 11 pips away. I mean, that's nothing, or 17. I can't do math, guys. That's why we have rulers and shit, right? 16, 17 pips. I mean, I don't know if that's worth it, you know, to try and short that if you didn't short it up here. And I wasn't looking for that. But I feel like that could be an easy whipsaw. So if you guys want to set alerts, we have FOMC in under 2 minutes. So one thing I'm looking for, and again, I'm not trading this. Okay, I'm not trading this. I'm already done for the day with British pound. We fucking smacked that shit. Sent that out for free, as per usual on Twitter. So cut through the bullshit and you'll find some trading opportunities, okay? Everyone's, you know, arguing and all that shit. Fuck that. Call a trade. You know what I mean? So that's done. I'm expecting 87.84. With everything else, I have no idea. I mean, I've looked at indices. I have no fucking clue. I don't. I really don't. We're in the middle of a range. We've already taken upside liquidity and downside liquidity, so it is really hard to say. It is really hard to say. Because I don't want to say something unless I have, you know, some degree of confidence. But I have no degree of confidence for today. We're coming off a daily institutional candle, but it's hard to say. We got 20 seconds. What do you guys think? All eyes on gold. I haven't even looked at gold today, to be honest. I heard like in 1984 so far. You don't need to get into it now if you don't want to focus. We'll get into it in just a minute. We'll get into it in just a minute. But I want to see what happens. Either we trade lower first or higher first. I don't know. I don't know. We've got the alert, so if Euro GBP hits, that'll pop up on the screen. So I'm not going to watch that. If I had to say, I really want to be bullish. Only because, you know, we've been watching JP Morgan, we've been watching Wells Fargo. They're down the last couple of days or so. So in the long term, I do want bullishness, but I'm not going to force my will into the marketplace. That's not what you want to do. Should I have a poll? Well, I mean, it's too late now. I mean, it's 1 o'clock. Volatility has begun. So I'm not sure what we would do a poll on. The dollar taking a fucking British pound. What is she doing? What is she doing? So I might see a new high. Might see a new high. Euro might do that thing as well. So dollar taking a doo-doo. It's taking a doo-doo. So that may send the indices higher. We'll have to give this some time though. So we've only seen 11 or 12 points so far of volatility. Or am I wrong? Well, 1 o'clock, we traded down about 6, up about 14. So about a 20 point range right now. Yeah, give or take. Ooh, look at that 1 minute whipsaw. You took the high? Cable took the high. Is that what you're saying? Oh, man, I should have fucking held a piece on, huh? Shouldn't have got out, huh? When the last bit I got out before FOMC, just because I didn't know if we were gonna trade lower first. I mean, I don't fucking know. So am I gonna bitch about missing out on 35 pips here? Not really. Not really. Euro rallying about 35, 40, maybe 40 pips or so. That's not bad. Yesterday we talked about the mitigation. Well, not here on YouTube. What did we talk about yesterday? Do you remember? There was something that we talked about. But there was that 5-minute mitigation I showed my students, the screenshot at that, and then afterward, and then look where we're at now. I mean, that's just disgusting. Look at that. That's killer, man. That is killer. Euro GBP. Ooh, we didn't trade lower first. We traded back up and into this imbalance. If I was bearish, I would short that. But I'm not doing that. But this would be good to watch, though. This would still be good to watch. I would screenshot this on a 1 hour right here. I would screenshot this right here just to see what we do later. But still, on your own chart, I would still put an alert down there at 87, 84. We're either going to be right or we're going to be wrong, you know? So, well, let me stretch this out so we can see the member goal. 21 right now. We have 21 members active. So the next goal is 50. Okay, 50. Oh, there's some whipsaw there. Oh, look at that. We came up there, kissed that high, fell right back off of it, like 20 pips for British pound. Euro somewhat similar. It's falling back a little bit. Let me take a look at the indices. Ooh, gave all that back. Dow cleaned out London's high and this morning's high. Look at that. Swipe that like swiper, right? Dora the Explorer shit. Look at that. Beautiful. So we may end up seeing downside if the upside was our first movement. But what would be the downside? Well, I think the only obvious low right here for today is the low from this morning at 41.30. But this is very choppy on a 1 minute time frame. This is very back and forth on a 1 minute time frame. So I would say be patient for right now, and let's see. Oh, you did see the tweet already. Cool. What's good, Nikki? Still long on S&P from 40.98. Ooh, blessed. BG, you're hilarious. What about me is funny, bro? What makes me funny? Some people think I should have been a comedian. Hey, man, I just tell it like it is, bro. But I do appreciate some irony, you know? I like pointing out irony. We should have had like a quad screen going on versus trying to finesse all these time frames. Or not time frames, but like trying to look at all of it. Because I like looking at everything. I don't care. I'll sit here and flop through everything. Euro, British pound, Aussie, Kiwi, dollar, whatever, indices, all that. But I know that as a viewer, that might give some people, you know, it might make you nauseous or something. Like, because I watch people teach sometimes, and I get really irritated because they move the time frame around a lot, and I despise that. I'm like, damn, bro, give me a fucking minute to look at the chart. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro, give me a fucking second here. I'm an irony person too. Yeah, I gotcha, BG, I gotcha. So yeah, honestly, cross pairs I think are my least favorite to trade. But out of everything I've looked at, that's the only obvious thing that I can think of. Is just the lows. I mean, nothing else to me is super obvious. You know? So, whatever. Let's talk about let's look at the dollar here for a minute. So why was I bullish on British pound? Not that any of you asked, but you know, part of that reason was British pound having the equal highs at 125.12, but also the fact that the dollar, look at yesterday's candle. Today's Wednesday, right? Today's Wednesday, May 3rd. But look at the second. Look at yesterday. What did the dollar do? It came up above the equal highs, closed lower. So if British pound has an upside, if the dollar has been, or at least is showing bearishness, all right, there's your, you know, there's some confluence there. You know what I mean? And then bullish order flow is being respected. Tweet goes out. Target gets hit. Know what I'm saying? Real lions versus gazelles. You know what I mean? I put that in the tweet too. Because that's what it's about, man. This market is hunt or be hunted. And that's it. I don't really see it any differently. All right, we'll come back to this in a minute, but I still want to watch the indices as well. So, in the short term, we've taken a short-term high, okay? So, buyers got in And now they're probably cussing up a storm right now, you know, because they're like, oh shit, we bought it. Now it's trading lower. Anyone who's been long from this morning, we'll hold through FOMC. All right. Where's their stop at? If they're not trailing it, it's probably going to be below this low, 41.30. So I would want to see that be attacked. But this 1 minute looks very despicable. It just doesn't, I mean, good grief, look at that. But that's my assumption, 41.30 is on the table. It just, I mean, look at it. We'll put an alert there too. Dow, similar story, but not the same. Lows. Little double bottom there. I don't think that's going to fucking hold. Not equal highs, but some people may see it that way. For the Dow. So again, same story. They bought it. Now they're getting their ass handed to them. Or their face ripped off. Whatever analogy you want. So anyway, that's just my assumption. But as always, I could be completely wrong. But are you guys trading today? Let me start a poll real quick. Are you trading today? Yes or no? I already traded today. I'm already out British pound. So I'm Gucci with that. I would like to trade the indices, but I don't want to I don't want to try and do too much today. You know what I mean? And I think the last few FOMCs, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like super choppy 15 minutes into it. It was more like either huge move up or huge move down, and then later you got setups. Right now, it's acting a little bit differently than I was expecting, to be honest. So, hey, you live and you learn. You know what I mean? If a setup forms after FOMC, still writing the SPX position, stops and profit. I like that idea. It's always good to hear stops and profit. It really eliminates the anxiety for me. Well, most of it. There's still going to be slight anxiety when in a trade, but that's only because I have a very it's not like it's not compulsive, or it's not I don't even know what you would call it, but I like being right. And so even if I'm not in a live trade, I'll still want to know, like, am I right or am I wrong? You could probably call it competitive. Like I like being competitive. I want to see, you know, is the market going to fake me out, or am I going to read it correctly? And I like the sport aspect of it. So, you know, there is that. Would love to see the news take the lows so that we can get in for the buy, but not forcing anything. No, I like that last part, not forcing anything. Marwin was expecting more movements. No, I was too. I wanted something like straight down or straight up, not whipsaw like with what we're getting right now. Because in what I'm flopping around for, like between or swapping the different charts around, is I'm trying to see, like, okay, you know, we have a higher low in the S&P, we have a higher low on the Dow, and we have a higher low on the NASDAQ, and they all went higher first. So to me, I don't see anything that would signify that we're ready to go somewhere. You guys can't hear the music, can you? I hope not. Because if you can, then I'm gonna get that copyright bullshit. But I don't think so. You shouldn't be able to. No, I can't hear it. Okay. Breaks in 15 minutes. Yeah, so we'll be here for a while. I'll be here at least until 2, maybe 2:15. So maybe an hour. Anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour from now, I'll be here. I want to see if anything sets up. I want to be able to watch it with you guys and really see. You know, kind of like yesterday with NASDAQ. How I screenshot, well, my students know this. I had screenshotted that gap. You know, that would have been really fun to watch with you guys. So I just want to see if something, you know, is going to be available to us here. We got 35 people on here today. Very nice, very nice. Appreciate that. Maybe they're saving it for Friday. I don't know. But guys, if you got some value so far, drop a like on the video. Drop a like on the video. I can go over British pound here in just a minute if you guys want. That way you could actually get a lesson from today. I mean, I kind of gave one, but I can do it again in a brief summary while we watch the indices here for a minute. So as far as like value goes, if you guys want to, you know, learn something from today, what I explained a minute ago before a lot of you hopped on here was the dollar index. Okay, how the dollar index was trading off of equal highs on the daily. So yesterday it ran up there and then we had a down day. So it was during that time where the dollar is trading lower, British pound had equal highs at 125.12. So if the dollar is bearish and British pound has an upside objective, a high probability upside objective, that sets up high probability trading. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. That 25.12 level. Look how perfect this is, right? Look how clean those highs are. That's usually not going to stay that way. So then what did we have? A low, a high, a lower low. And then once we got this here, okay, I mean, I wouldn't consider that a break of structure per se, but we retraced and then we never came down to this low, right? It's been bullish up to that. So any like retracements in here to me were buying opportunities up to the highs. Okay. And then where we are now, if I still had a position, my final one, I got out around 25.50 or 25.45. It was somewhere like right in here. If I had chosen to stay through FOMC, this like 84, 85 level would have been the last straw. Would have been like, all right, I'll just get out, even if it continues higher. Okay, because there was a lot of pips offered here for British pound. Okay, so again, when you look at the daily time frame, you do your top-down analysis. Okay, look at this dollar equal highs, right? Look at that, bam, we came up and then started trading off of it. So when we started trading down and off of it, that's when you can simultaneously look at euro, British pound, like other, you know, major currencies. I didn't see anything on Aussie and Kiwi that I liked. The most obvious thing to me was British pound of the highs. Okay, so there, you know, that's your lesson for today. That's your lesson for today. Dollar index, British pound, and you know, there's that. Ooh, you know, even this 2-minute chart looks a little suspicious. Doesn't look all that good. Doesn't look all that good. And I'm just going through micro and E-mini just to see if there's any discrepancies, like to see if there's any differences between the two. I don't see any. So 21, can you do something for me? FOMC hasn't really done a lot. So we're 21 minutes into it and we whipsaw it up, back down, and then we're slightly up again, but I don't think anything is entirely clear to me just yet. What's good, trading coach? Bamboozler. Have you looked at gold? Oh, we did not look at gold. Is it up or down? Better be up. Slightly. The daily looks terrible. Look at that. That looks awful. Major consolidation there. Lower highs and higher lows for gold. Yuck. But long term, someone asked me the other day about gold, and I'm still bullish, okay? Only because of 2080 equal highs on a weekly time frame. Okay. And I've seen moves on metals that you would not believe. So I'm still convinced about that. I'm still convinced all-time highs for gold. So if you want something to study this. Go take the gold market and then overlap the dollar index and see if there's anything worth noting in that. So the dollar, we ran for the daily highs. Okay. We ran for that Tuesday at around London and New York. Okay. So dollar was bearish. Okay. Here's London. Right here. London ran a previous low, rallied, dropped down, down candle, boom. I think if that lines up correctly. So there's a little bit of intermarket analysis for you. I think we just grab the highs and then correct or start making new highs and trend higher. Dude. For right now, I have no idea. Shit, I told you when we were trading lower, I thought we were going to run for 41.30. Remember, because those, buyers came in, then they, market ripped lower, and I figured we would continue to go ahead and, hurt those longs. Doesn't look that way. And I mean, the Dow took a short-term low, but not like equal lows. So that's suspicious. Ooh, okay. We may have something. The NASDAQ is trading higher here. See that? 1 o'clock to 120, where we are now. Slightly higher high on the NASDAQ. Lower high on the S&P. Lower high on the Dow. So that could be your razzle dazzle. Maybe. That could be something. So if you have charts where you have all three of the indices together, I would screenshot that. I would be mindful of that. So unless the indices make a higher high, then that would negate that we have a divergence, because if they're out of sync and then they get back in sync, then that's, I'm not doing anything with that. But as of right now, if we fail to get above this high, or if the Dow fails to get above that high, that to me is going to be something, because that would indicate that this is manipulation. So we'll keep that up here for a minute. And we'll see. So we will see. if that is manipulation to go lower, if Dow is our weakest index and it's the one with equal lows, then that may end up being higher probability than the S&P. But again, a few more things have to happen first, because we could still come up and make a new high, and then I wouldn't do anything with it. Oh, you're good, Willow, for gold. If gold hits all-time highs, I think it's just a matter of when, not if. But when we get there, I would be careful looking for shorts still, because it can continue higher. But I have no idea, because the last time that gold was at all-time highs was a really long time ago. So it's like fresh all-time highs, you know. It's, I don't know. Shit, if anything, I want silver all-time highs. I got silver. You know, I have physical silver. I don't have physical gold. So, but hey, if gold needs to go up for silver to go up, then I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay. So I'm still trying to see if we get a higher high here. The final hour may end up being something juicy as well. Because remember, you know, it's Wednesday, which means I have another stream here pretty soon. So that last hour may end up seeing some setups. And that usually happens a lot here on YouTube. We usually get like nothing too wild when we're on the stream, and then I tell you watch the final hour, and then the final hour has like the cleanest setups. It's like, wow. So just be mindful. I wonder what it's trading into. Oh shit, look at that. How did we miss that? How did we miss that? Daily gap on NASDAQ. Oops. All right. So if we start trading lower from here, okay, S&P hasn't made a new high. Dow hasn't made a new high either. So what is that? What does that tell you? That tells you some shady shit is going down. That's what that tells you. Something shady is going down. Something shady. So be careful. Be careful. Actually, you know what? I'll stick on a 1 minute today. And yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Trade House Portugal in the building. Very nice, very nice. Very nice, very nice. There's a small imbalance right there that it just traded into. But I'd rather see a really strong conviction lower first. But for studying purposes, that's an imbalance above an old high coming off of unable to make a higher high. So we're going to see. Feeling blessed. Hope you and the rest of the chat feeling the same. Let's go, Portugal. So let's see. We got 35 votes. 54% of you said you are trading today. 46% of you said you're not trading today. So kind of a 50-50. It is a 50-50 kind of day, huh? You might trade, you might not trade. I get it. I get it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We may have something, chat. Maybe. It is 1:30 now, too. So we're halfway through the hour. Let's go look at Dow for just a minute. Because remember, Dow is the one that has the lows here. Failing to get it above the previous high. So, looks good. Looks pretty good. S&P looks good. Little gap right there. If it's not going to be bullish, it'll be bearish. Holy. GU from yesterday was so clean. I agree. I agree. I smacked the fuck out of British pound. Let's real quickly check the Euro GBP cross pair. Because we screenshotted that 1 hour. I want to see what we're doing there. We are coming off of it. But dude, that's a molly-whopping 8 pips. I think we screenshotted like right when it was in there. It's like 8 pips. You see why I don't like cross pairs? It's uneventful. You think you got a good move and you realize it's like 3 pips, man. What the fuck? So, ugh. But anyways. So it's trading back into that old high. I think it touched that imbalance one more time. The Dow trading into this imbalance on that most recent 1 minute. So, you know, if I had to say, 33,650 could be on the table. Could be. The NASDAQ, honestly, I think is a little hard to say. There's that small imbalance there. That could be seen as a mitigation as well. But I just didn't like how we traded lower. I told you I wanted to see a stronger convicting move lower. That was here. And then we were traced. So keep that alert at 4130. And keep that alert at 33,678 for the Dow. Bearish order flow looks like it's being respected. Market trades lower. Anyone who's shorted, stop above this high. Those stops got ran. Price came down. Imbalance. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on. Come on. All right, alert's about to pop off. You ready? Are you ready? Hopefully not margin called. Know what I'm saying? Hopefully not margin calls. That's not what we want to see. But we do want to see 3650. Can we get it? Alert coming in. Are y'all ready? It's inching there. It's creeping there, bro. I don't want to see us trade higher from here. I want to see us run those lows. Run it. I want to see us run it. What's the S&P doing? Below these lows. All right, so a little bit of liquidity there. So that would be a first partial if we were in from that imbalance. That would be a good partial right here. But I don't think it's done. I don't think it's done. But yeah, these lows. So there's probably liquidity there. See it gyrating a little bit. So that would be a good partial. But I still believe the 20s, the high 20s for S&P. If we come back to that imbalance, I am wrong. Dow, same thing. If we come back way up here, I'm wrong. But I think that low is, you know, if we were lions right now, we're on our way to the swimming pool where the gazelles are chilling and we're stalking. You know what I'm saying? Real lions and gazelle shit. JP Morgan, it's not doing well the last 3 days. We've been down the last couple of days. Wells Fargo's down the last couple of days as well. Those are long-term plays, though. Oh, there's 36.53. What's the low on that? Oh, 53. Oh, there's 36.50. Bam. 50 level below equal lows. You're fucking welcome. Look at that. Oh, man. Look at that. S&P, have we got a new low yet? No. Not yet. Not yet. I still want to see 20s, though. I told you the Dow had the cleanest with those lows right there. That is sexy. Do you see how we did that? Do you see how we did that? We fucking... Look at that. Look at that. Super clean. Super clean. Oh, look at that. Look at that retracement. Yeesh. Yeesh. If I was short on S&P, I'd be mad as fuck. I'd be mad as fuck stopping like 1 or 2 points and then rallying like that. I'd be mad. I'd be mad. Look at that shit. Look at that comeback, bro. Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. That is not what you want to see when you're in a short. But look at that. What was the low? We looked for 36,650. That was a level mention. Look how close to the low that was. Right here on YouTube, live, prior to it happening. Come on, man. Come on, man. But anyway, Zach, or trading coach, the whole mindset is the marketplace is like the jungle. It's hunt or be hunted. So I brought out the whole lions versus gazelle idea. Lions hunt gazelles. And where do the gazelles hang out? Personally, I don't know. I've never been there. But usually they go to the lakes and the rivers to drink water, right? So the lions are probably going to stalk them and try and figure out where they're at. So where are the gazelles at? The equal lows for Dow. And we were hunting to see if we could find shorts. Now, I didn't press any buttons here, but I was trying to walk you guys through the process, right? So what was that process? NASDAQ was higher. I told you that was potential distribution. S&P failed to do it. We broke down, rallied, and hit the dump stain. The dump stain. That is exactly how I taught you guys years ago about the divergence. You wait for it to be set, you know, and then you play that retracement. When I pointed this imbalance out to you, we came into there one more time and then hit the absolute dump stain. 25 points or so. Come on, bro. Come on. And now we're trading higher. See, that is what I want to see long term. Let's check our stocks real quick. Hopefully they're fucking green. Hopefully they're green. Oh, JP Morgan. Oh, down 1%. Oh. JP Morgan. What are you doing? What are you doing? He's down a couple days. It's down a couple days. So It is what it is. 145 to me, still on the table. Wells Fargo took a deeper retracement. It's sad. It's back below 40. Wells Fargo. Doo-doo bank, somewhat of a doo-doo stock as well. So I do want us to go up from here. If we don't, I might abandon the idea. I think I would still trust JP Morgan more so than Wells Fargo. So we'll have to see. We will have to see, ladies and gentlemen. But look at that. Look at that absolute whipsaw. You shouldn't trade FOMC. Why? Why not? You don't want to catch big moves? Doesn't sound very advantageous to me. Look what we outlined here. Come on. Even if you took S&P, and even if you took partials at a new low, and you broke even on the rest, you still partialed and got something more than nothing. It's just, but like I mentioned before all this, the Dow had the strongest concept in my opinion, and it was our weakest index. And that's why this shit was so precise. This may not end up being the low of the day. It may not be the low of the day today. I don't know. We could still trade lower, but 33,650 was a level called prior. Why do you think it stops and turns on a fucking dime right there? I don't print these candles. I don't print these candles. But yet we outlined that beforehand, and it's all on YouTube. This is all recorded too. This is all printing on your charts. So there's no way to fake something like this. Okay? Holy. Got the volatility continues, fam. The volatility continues. This is crazy. This is great. I told you this still may not end up being the low. We could still trade lower. But it's still turned and flipped like 350 points to the upside. Come on, bro. The S&P finally made a higher high from this morning. So look how manipulative it is today. Look at this. Look how many new lows and new highs were created on the S&P. Higher high here. Then we traded lower and then lower and then lower. We rallied, failed to make a new high, but then came down to make a new low here. And then ran up to make a new high here. And now we're back into this range again. Hey, days like today, you got to be decisive. You got to be decisive. Why do you think I tell you, oh, I would take partials here, or oh, there's our level? Like, come on. You got to be decisive. Remember, Mark Douglas talks about this. He says, you know, traders who really know their shit, they are, you know, they press buttons. They get in trades. They get in and out of trades with ease that minds, or that boggles the minds of, you know, traders who don't know what they're talking about, right? So when I really studied that phenomenon, that's what I think about sometimes. Should I take partials at a new high? Why are you thinking about it? Why are you thinking about it? You got to be fluid. So every time I see a new high or a new low, I'm taking partials. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. Every time. Every time. There's no guesswork. There's no what is it called? Hesitation. There's no being frozen. Oh, I don't know what to do. No, there is. You know what to do, or should. Okay. When I'm in a trade, I know what to do. If it's not going my way, I probably should get out. If it's at a new high or a new low, I'm taking partials. Is there still equal highs? All right, I'm holding for those. Like, bro, come on. Come on. There's always, you know, something. There's always something. Now, would I touch this the rest of the afternoon? Hell no. Hell no. That was enough. From that imbalance down to this low, or even like that new low here, that to me was enough for a day. I would not try to force it anymore. Because personally, I don't know what the hell's happening next. I don't know. We've already made a new high and a new low. I'd leave this alone. Wouldn't touch it. You know? We were already able to frame something. Don't try and force it. Don't try and force it. I'm telling you. Because this market is fast. I mean, we're moving from the 30s up to the 60s in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes. This market will hurt you. This market will hurt you. So, I mean, if I had to say, possibly long. Only because we swept the lows, made a new high, and right now, it's at this imbalance here, which has been respected, but I would need to see expansion. And if we trade back below this imbalance, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know with high conviction. So I'm not even going to bother with it. So with that being said, we'll probably cut it here. We'll probably cut it. We'll take one more look at what's been going on with the currencies. So British pound made that new high, right, from the 28th, and gave that up. We haven't been back to it since. Euro, same thing. We ran up, gave it up, and now we're just kind of back into the range again. The Euro GBP cross pair has moved a total of like 10, maybe 12 pips. So, you know, you ask me why I don't look at cross pairs, because, you know, all the action is elsewhere, at least for today. But today's Euro GBP cross pair has done nothing. And if I shorted this, think about that, like 6 or 7 pips, but then, you know, 3 pips spread or 2 pips spread, you're up what, 2 pips? Oh, that's nothing to fucking brag about. That is nothing to brag about. So, yeah. If it was me, I wouldn't do anything. No more. You had an opportunity already. That opportunity is gone. And based on what we're doing now, if I had to say, I'd be long, but I'm not pressing anything. And you have to have that discipline. You have to have that patience. And, you know, it's okay to miss it. Just don't be a bonehead. You know what I mean? Don't be a bonehead. Be smart. Be wise, ladies and gents. Y'all, for those of you that haven't seen my owl, this owl sits on top of my computer right here next to my speaker. See? He doesn't do anything special. It's just a statue, a bronze statue of an owl, because an owl represents wisdom. So he minds, you know, he sits up there and he looks upon me. So he tells me and reminds me not to be a bonehead. You know what I mean? Process-oriented decision-making, high probability setups, and when there's not high probability, you don't press buttons. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So I hope you guys learned something today. I hope you had fun. There's not more to it than that. Drop a like if you haven't done so already. I would greatly appreciate that, even though we're here at the end of the session. Look, if you're not a member already, you can become a member today by hitting the join button. The tier 1 membership and tier 2 memberships are like $5 or $10 a month, guys. It's not expensive at all, but you get cool shit like the snipers next to your name. You can see the snipers in the chat, like Ali and Willow, Naruto, the others. They've been here over a month. That's why their sniper is silver. The brand new snipers are bronze. You know, there's loyalty badges, there's the emojis, the community chat, or the community page. I can make, you know, posts that are membership only, so there is benefit to it. And I made it very inexpensive because I'm not trying to get rich from you guys. But I you know, if you want to show your appreciation, you know, for calling moves ahead of time, it's not required. You don't have to. You don't have to buy a membership. But, you know, I come on here, I give you guys my time, and we finesse these markets, plain and simple. You can't argue it. You know what I mean? You cannot argue that. Are there some demonic meanings for an owl as well? I hope not. I hope not. You're welcome, Nicholas. Vadu, appreciate you. Thanks, Naruto. Great likes to watching now. Great likes to watching now ratio, by the way. I think so, yeah. Well, we have more likes than we have viewers, so what the fuck? It's crazy to me. That's crazy to me, but I appreciate every single one of you, all the members, all the non-members. Thank you guys so much. Stay blessed. We'll be here on Friday. Our next session is Friday. So don't get your ass handed to you until then. All right. Have John going down the owl rabbit hole. Yeah. Y'all are too much, but see you guys on Friday.